Welcome to the deep dive, where we take, well, a deep dive into the things you're curious about. We take all that info and figure out like what the most useful and interesting stuff is.
Right, we kind of extract the gems.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like your like fast track to becoming like
An expert,
yeah,
basically.
yeah, an expert or just like really, really well informed
Yeah.
about the stuff you're interested in.
That's right.
So, what are we looking at this time?
Well, this time we're diving into this week in review post.
Okay.
It's from week 14 of 2025.
Week 14. Okay.
And it's this personal log where the author touches on like everything from their health habits to like their creative projects to even caring for fish.
Wow. A little bit of everything.
Yeah, all sorts of things going on.
Okay. So what's our mission? What are we trying to figure out here?
Well, I think our mission is to try and understand like what this author prioritizes
Okay.
and how they're making progress in like different parts of their life.
So it's like a kind of a snapshot of someone
Yeah.
actively trying to improve themselves in different areas.
Exactly. And I think that's really interesting because it's like, we all
Yeah, we all try to do that, right?
Yeah, in some way. Yeah.
So have you ever like kept track of your habits or like tried to make like improvements in different areas of your life?
Oh yeah, definitely, I think.
This week's deep dive, it kind of offers like a glimpse into how one person's doing it.
Right.
And we're going to try and pull out some of the interesting stuff, right? And some valuable lessons.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, cool. So let's jump in. It looks like the first thing they were really kind of paying attention to was their health.
Yeah, seems like a good place to start.
Yeah, for sure. And sleep was like a big part of that.
Right. So they set a goal of 7 hours of sleep per night.
Okay.
And they actually average like 7.29 hours for the week.
Okay, so that's not bad, right?
Not bad at all, but there's a key thing to notice here.
Oh, what's that?
It's the inconsistency.
Okay, so not like a regular 7 hours every night.
Yeah, they mentioned fragmented sleeps and these like natural long naps after dinner, like 2-3 hours.
Whoa, okay, so like a big siesta kind of thing?
Pretty much, yeah.
Interesting.
It seems like these naps actually affected their sleep later on.
Oh, really? So like they'd be less tired at night or something?
I guess so. Yeah, it makes you think, right? Like instead of following like a strict sleep schedule, they've decided to kind of just listen to my body.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
It does make you wonder, like, what are the maybe like downsides of just relying on that intuition?
Right. Like, could that sometimes lead to like neglecting like underlying issues or like, inconsistent habits without even realizing it?
It's a great point.
Yeah. I mean, it's like a kind of a classic tension, right, between like structured routines and intuitive self-care.
Mm-hmm.
And for you, our listener, maybe this highlights that for you, like in your own life,
Right.
It's like maybe consider tracking your own sleep, both in terms of like hours and how rested you actually feel.
Right.
Kind of start identifying your own patterns
Okay.
before jumping into like strict changes.
I see. So like be more informed.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a more informed way of listening to your body.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
All right.
So moving on from sleep, it looks like walking was also part of their like health routine.
Yeah, they aimed for 5,500 walking steps daily and averaged, a decent amount, 6,404.
Okay, so a bit over their goal.
Yeah, but what's interesting is this increase, it didn't seem to be from like a deliberate effort.
Oh, really? So they weren't like going for walks specifically.
No, it sounds like it was more of a byproduct of just their regular day-to-day activities.
Okay, so like incidental exercise, basically.
Yeah, exactly. And get this, travel and grocery shopping, those led to higher step counts
Oh, that's interesting.
than something like gardening, which you might expect to be more active.
Yeah, for sure.
Makes you wonder, right? Like, what are the activities in your own week that might be contributing to your step count without you even realizing it?
Right, like just those everyday things.
Yeah, it's like maybe a quick mental check could reveal some like hidden opportunities for movement.
Oh, I like that, yeah.
Yeah.
So, it also sounds like they were thinking about upping their step goal, right?
Yeah, to 6,000, but they felt it was too early to tell.
Too early to tell.
Which suggests like a really thoughtful and like gradual approach to setting these goals, right?
Yeah, not just like jumping into something new.
Exactly, yeah.
So, okay, let's move on to diet. Now, it looks like they were trying out this 168 thing.
Right, the 168 goal, which usually means like fasting for 16 hours
Okay.
and then having an eating window of 8 hours.
So like intermittent fasting.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But it sounds like this was, well, a little inconsistent during the week.
Oh, why is that?
they mentioned increased hunger.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, and they were also, interestingly, tracking their weight,
Okay,
just out of curiosity.
just out of curiosity. Okay,
Yeah, and it stayed pretty stable.
yeah.
Just a very small decrease, 0.10
So
kilograms.
not like a huge change.
No, no, quite subtle.
Okay. I'm curious about this inconsistency with the fasting, though.
Right.
Like, do you think it says something about how sustainable those strict diets are?
Yeah, it does raise a question, right? Like, how sustainable are these really strict dietary plans if they don't really align with your body's signals?
Yeah, you're feeling hungry all the time.
Exactly. And, I think tracking weight like that as just a data point
Okay.
without getting too caught up in the daily, ups and downs
Yeah.
seems like a pretty sensible way to just observe the overall trends.
Right. Just kind of see what's happening over time.
Yeah, or, another interpretation could be the stable weight suggests their overall caloric intake was fairly consistent,
Oh, I see.
despite the kind of fluctuations in their fasting schedule.
Okay, that's an interesting way to look at it.
Yeah, so it's not just about the timing.
Right.
Maybe it's also about the total amount.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Now I'm curious, what exactly were they eating?
They described their diet as 2-1-1-2-2-1, plant protein carbs,
2-1-1-2-2-1. Okay.
with a mix of takeout and home-cooked meals, regular supplements, and they mention like making a conscious effort to eat more fiber through fruits.
Okay, so a pretty balanced approach.
It seems that way, yeah.
And what about this 2-1-1-2-2-1? What is that exactly?
It likely refers to like a visual method
Okay.
or guideline for portioning their meals.
Okay, so like what they see on their plate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the emphasis is on like 2 parts non-starchy vegetables,
Okay.
1 part protein,
Yeah.
and 1 part carbohydrate.
Okay, so a good balance there.
Yeah, and it sounds like they're aiming for that even with some meals being takeout.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so it's not like a, all or nothing kind of thing.
Right.
And the deliberate effort to include more fiber,
Yeah.
specifically through fruit, shows an awareness of their nutritional needs,
Mm-hmm.
even within that varied diet that includes, the occasional takeout.
Yeah, so it's like they're being mindful,
Exactly.
even if they're not like cooking every single meal.
Yeah, and it's a good reminder, right, that healthy eating
Yeah.
doesn't have to be this all or nothing approach.
I like that. That's a really good point.
Yeah.
So, okay, moving on from the food itself, did they do any exercise like workouts?
So they do mention a 6-minute or 7-minute workout,
Okay, 6 or 7 minutes. All right.
but it mostly consisted of things like plastering,
Plastering. Okay.
light walks, stretching after meals, and gardening.
Okay, so not like hitting the gym or anything.
No, not really, but they did specifically note that 2 minutes of walking, standing, or stretching after meals has been really helpful.
Oh, interesting. So just those little bits of movement.
Exactly, and get this, it even sparked an idea for a blog post,
Oh, wow. Okay.
comparing deliberate exercise with, like, making changes to your lifestyle.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Yeah, I think it's a powerful takeaway, right?
For sure.
It's like you don't necessarily need hours at the gym to make a difference.
Right, those little
Ah.
things.
Yeah, those short bursts of movement integrated into your day can have a real impact.
And I like that they were inspired to even write about it.
Yeah, I think it's a key insight, right? Integrating movement into
Mhm.
your daily routine in small increments.
Yeah, it's much more manageable.
Exactly, it's sustainable.
Yeah.
And the fact that this like simple habit of a 2-minute walk
Yeah.
made enough of an impact to inspire a blog post
Right.
really highlights the power of consistent small actions.
Yeah, for sure. And the comparison they're thinking about
Mm-hmm.
between dedicated workouts
Yeah.
and lifestyle changes, that's a fascinating area.
Yeah, it's like, which one is more effective or how do they work together?
Yeah, totally.
Lots to explore there.
Okay, so we've looked at sleep, we've looked at walking, we've looked at their diet,
Mm-hmm.
and a little bit of exercise.
Right.
So it's time to shift gears now.
All right, where are we going?
We're going to delve into mind and creativity.
Okay, sounds good.
So let's start with meditation.
All right, meditation.
They practice what they call a progression of 3 steps of sitting meditation.
3 steps, okay.
And the sessions range from like 10 to 50 breaths.
Wow, that's a big range.
Yeah, it is a big range. And they
Yeah.
do this mostly after waking up or while traveling.
Okay, so they fit it in whenever.
Yeah, seems like it.
All right.
And sometimes before sleep, but less often.
Interesting.
They also incorporate walking meditation for 1 to 5 minutes.
Okay, so a couple different styles.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it made them feel more mindful this week,
Yeah.
especially when traveling.
I can see how that would be helpful.
Yeah, right. to
Yeah.
combat tiredness and boredom.
Definitely. Yeah. And what's interesting to me here
Yeah.
is how adaptable their practice is.
Yeah, I see that too. It's not just like 30 minutes every morning sitting in the same spot.
Right. It's not a rigid routine.
Yeah.
They adjust the type and duration based on what they're doing.
Yeah. I like that.
Sitting meditation at certain times, walking meditation when they're on the go. That flexibility probably makes it, a more sustainable habit.
For sure.
And also their observation of feeling surprisingly overly stoic,
Okay.
despite like hot and humid weather.
Yeah. Yeah.
And using mental noting of thoughts and feelings
Yeah.
really indicates a growing level of self-awareness.
So it's like they're really paying attention to their internal state.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, interesting. What's next?
All right, next up is cooking.
Cooking. Okay.
Their goals here are to take more control over what they eat.
Okay, so like being more aware of what's going into their food.
Yeah, and also improve self-management and learn a new skill.
So it's not just about the food itself.
Right, it's about the process too.
It's about the whole skill of it.
Exactly, and they're focusing on quick ways to prepare vegetables and experimenting with different egg recipes.
Okay, so like getting creative in the kitchen.
Yeah, although hard-boiled eggs are still a regular in their diet.
So like a good staple,
Reliable, yeah.
Okay, I like that. What do you make of this focus on cooking?
Well, I think it ties in really well with their overall goal of taking control of their food consumption.
Mm-hmm.
It's about building competence in those everyday tasks,
Right.
rather than feeling like they need to cook gourmet meals all the time.
Right. It's more about just being able to like feed themselves well.
Exactly. Yeah, and those practical skills are really valuable.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so moving on, it looks like they were also into decluttering.
Right, decluttering with the goal of embracing this minimalist lifestyle.
Minimalist lifestyle. Okay.
Yeah, and they have this consistent habit of getting rid of one item from any area within the house each day.
Okay, one item. I like that.
Yeah, just one.
On their way to the kitchen.
Right, so they've built it into their routine.
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah, and they feel like they're on track with this.
Okay, good. But it looks like they hit a snag with their workspace.
Yeah, progress on decluttering that has stalled.
What happened?
Rain delayed some painting.
Ah, okay, so external factors can get in the way,
Yeah, sometimes.
these bigger projects.
Yeah.
And they also haven't made progress on some other areas, like curtains.
Yeah, curtains, a drawer, paperwork.
So like those bigger tasks.
Right, the ones that require a bit more time and effort.
Okay, so what do we make of this? Like some progress, some setbacks.
Well, I think it just illustrates the reality of habit formation, right?
Yeah.
The one item a day approach
Mhm.
shows how consistency can lead to gradual progress towards a larger goal.
Yeah, even if it's slow.
But then those external factors, like the weather in this case,
Yeah.
can definitely interrupt those bigger projects.
Right, so it's like a reminder that progress
Mm-hmm.
isn't always a straight line.
Yeah, it's messy.
And it may be focusing on those small, consistent actions
Yeah,
can often be more effective than those larger, less frequent efforts.
exactly. And it also highlights how, our intentions in projects can
Yeah.
be fluid
Right.
depending on immediate needs or interests.
Yeah. Okay, so like things come up.
Yeah, and we adjust.
All right. Let's see, what else is there? Oh, reading. They were also into reading.
Right, with goals of improving writing, being more selective in what they consume,
Okay.
and boosting their mental well-being.
So like reading with intention.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. But it looks like they haven't made any progress on reading their yay! Oh, right. The guide on managing blood pressure, blood sugar, and blood lipids.
So like health-focused reading.
Yeah, but they are still skimming through fiction titles here and there
Okay.
for about 5 to 10 minutes each day.
So still making time for reading.
Yeah, it's like even though they haven't tackled it more, serious health material,
Yeah.
that consistent engagement with fiction
Mm-hmm.
suggests they understand the value of reading for enjoyment
Right.
and maybe for broadening their perspectives.
Yeah, just for fun.
Exactly. And it's about maintaining the habit
Mm-hmm.
in a way that fits with their current capacity and interests. I like that. Yeah, so it's not always about, being super serious.
Right. Sometimes it's just about the pleasure of reading.
Yeah, okay. Now I'm curious, what about coding?
Oh, coding. Yeah, they're into that too.
Okay, and what are their aims there?
Well, their aims are to enjoy building things, learn new skills,
Okay.
and contribute to floss communities.
Floss communities. Okay, and for those of us who aren't like super tech savvy, what's FlossS?
Oh, right. Good point. FLOSS stands for Free and Open Source Software.
Okay. Free and open source software.
Yeah, it's like a collaborative way of building software where the code is openly available
Okay.
and can be modified and shared by anyone.
Okay, so like a community effort.
Yeah, exactly. It's all about collaboration.
Cool.
And they're making these consistent daily PR contributions
Daily PR contributions, all right.
of various open source projects addressing small things like typos
Okay.
and updating what's called CI,
CI, all
which
right.
stands for continuous integration.
Okay, continuous integration.
It's basically a system for automatically testing software changes.
Okay, so like making sure everything works.
Exactly. And they were specifically working on updates for Elixir version 1.18.
All right, so keeping things up to date.
Yeah. And they're also continuing to refactor a personal Python project.
Okay.
And they're considering starting a new one to explore
Well-
UV and LLMs.
UV and LLMs. Now I'm curious, what are those?
All right. So UV is a relatively new package installer
Oh.
and resolver for Python known for its speed.
So like makes things run faster.
Yeah, exactly. It aims to make setting up Python projects much faster.
Oh, I see.
And LLMs, those stand for large language models,
Large language models. Okay.
which are a type of AI.
Oh, artificial intelligence.
Yeah,
Okay.
that can understand and generate human-like text.
Wow. Okay, so that's like those chatbots and stuff.
Exactly. They're behind a lot of the recent advancements in AI writing and chatbots.
Okay, so they're really on the cutting edge here.
It seems that way, yeah.
Okay, so they're looking at incorporating these UV and LLMs into a new project.
Yeah, likely to learn more about these emerging technologies.
So it's like a constant learning process.
It definitely is, yeah.
And it's cool that they're contributing back to this community.
Yeah, even those small daily contributions, they really add up over time.
Yeah, for sure. It's like the compound effect of, coding.
Exactly, and it shows a real commitment to, like, continuous learning and sharing their knowledge.
Yeah. Okay, let's see, what's next? Oh, writing. They were also doing some writing.
Right, writing with goals of communicating effectively,
Okay.
documenting their progress, and sharing any discoveries.
Okay, so like reflecting on everything they're doing.
Yeah, putting it all down in words.
Right, and how are they doing with that?
Well, they feel like their writing has been rather on track this week,
Okay.
partly because the process of podcast generation has helped them catch up.
Oh, interesting. So like talking about it has helped them write about it.
Exactly, and they've actually learned about their own writing style by listening to the overview of their posts.
Oh, wow. That's really cool.
Yeah, I think it's fascinating how that act of creating this week in review and then reflecting on it through something like this podcast
Yeah.
is helping them learn about their own writing.
That's a great point.
And they're even using LLMs.
Oh, those large language models again?
Yeah, those AI text generators
Okay.
to help refine their word choices.
So like using AI as a tool for writing.
Yeah, pretty cutting edge.
Yeah, very cool.
And they have an idea for a blog post
Okay.
about interesting PRs or pull requests
Pull requests, okay.
and libraries in GPIR.
GPIR. All right, what's that?
It likely refers to their open source contributions to Go, Python, Elixir, Erlang, or Rust.
Okay, so those programming languages?
Yeah, all the ones they've been working with.
Okay, so like sharing what they've learned.
Yeah, exactly.
But nothing really caught their attention this week.
Right. Not yet, but the idea is there.
Yeah, it's brewing.
Yeah, and I think it's really interesting how they're using those AI tools to refine their communication skills.
It's very practical.
Yeah, it's like a new way of thinking about writing.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Okay, so moving on, it looks like they were also into fish keeping.
Ah, fish keeping. Yeah, the goal here was simply to experience the joy of keeping and breeding fish.
Okay, just the pure enjoyment of it.
Yeah, exactly. But there's nothing on this yet regarding setting up a new yellow-blue rack.
Yellow-blue rag. Okay.
Yeah, because their focus has shifted to painting.
Oh, I see. So like their priorities have changed a bit.
Exactly. Things are fluid.
Yeah, and they are still taking care of their outdoor plastic container ponds.
Oh, okay, ponds.
Yeah.
All right.
By feeding the fish and topping up the water.
So they're still keeping up with the basics.
Yeah, but haven't made any progress on finding new fish or plant species.
Right. So that part's on hold for now.
Yeah, it just goes to show, like we were talking about earlier, our priorities can shift.
Yeah.
Depending on what else is going on.
Exactly. Life happens.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Let's see, what else? Oh, gardening.
Gardening, yeah, where their goals are to improve health,
Oh.
connect with nature,
Mm-hmm.
and learn a new skill.
So like a very multifaceted hobby.
It is, yeah.
All right.
And they've started a few rounds of seed germination attempts
Okay, seed germination, all right.
for plants like portulaca and some vegetables.
Okay, so they're getting their hands dirty.
Yeah, they are. And they've seen a rather high germination rate.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, which is encouraging.
So the seeds are actually sprouting.
Yeah, they are. And they're anticipating the work involved in looking after the seedlings.
Okay, so they know it's not all easy.
Yeah, and they're planning to give some of them away.
Oh, that's a nice idea.
Yeah, spread the joy.
Yeah.
And their evaluation of 4 new different workspaces for gardening.
4 new workspaces. Wow. Okay.
Okay, still on hold due to some pending grout work.
Oh, okay. So more delays.
Yeah, but, it sounds like they're making some good initial progress with the seeds.
Yeah, at least that's moving forward.
Right, and I think that, the successful seed germination
Mm-hmm.
is a positive step towards their gardening goals.
Yeah, for sure.
And the anticipation of nurturing the seedlings
Yeah.
and sharing them highlights a broader connection
Yeah.
to their community.
Right. It was not just about them.
Yeah, and the simple pleasure of nurturing life.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And the delay with the workspaces due to the grout work
Mhm.
is another example of how real-world projects
Yeah.
often have dependencies.
Right. Things don't always go according to plan.
Exactly.
Okay. Last but not least, it looks like they were also doing some photography.
Ah, photography, yes. Their aims there are to capture memories
Okay.
and express their creativity.
So like a very personal art form.
It is, yeah.
Right.
And they are still on the lookout for the best macro lens for their mobile phone.
Okay, so like for those close-up shots.
Yeah, the really detailed ones.
Okay. And they've successfully used black cardboard as a backdrop.
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah, to improve their photos of plants.
So just simple solutions.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Sometimes the simplest things work the best.
Right. And they're still searching for the right lens.
Yeah, which shows a real dedication to improving their skills.
Yeah, they're not just settling.
Exactly. They want to keep getting better.
Okay, so we've looked at, wow, so many different areas.
Yeah, quite a lot going on.
What are your overall impressions of this week for our anonymous author?
It's impressive, right?
Yeah, it is.
They're actively involved in such a diverse range of activities.
Yeah, they're not just like focused on one thing.
No, they've got their hands in lots of different pies.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And I think what really stands out is the way they seem to balance setting intentions with adapting to the natural flow of life.
Yeah, they're not like super rigid.
No, they're not rigidly sticking to every single plan,
Right.
but they are consistently making small efforts.
Across these many different areas.
Yeah, and from like physical well-being
Yeah.
to creative and intellectual pursuits.
Exactly. They're not neglecting any part of themselves.
And it seems like the way they track their activities,
Gives them that valuable self-awareness.
yeah, they can see what's working and what's not.
Exactly. Allowing them to see patterns, make adjustments,
Yeah,
without necessarily forcing any drastic changes.
it's like a very gentle approach.
It is, yeah. It's about working with themselves.
Yeah, I like that. And it's interesting how they're listening to their body when it comes to sleep,
Yeah.
not pushing for more steps if they happen naturally,
Right.
and tracking their weight out of curiosity rather than pressure.
Exactly. It's not about judgment. It's
Yeah.
about information.
Yeah, and those small regular actions like the decluttering
Yeah.
really highlight how those little things can add up.
Absolutely. Consistency is key.
Yeah, for sure. So if we zoom out and look at the bigger picture, what do we see?
Well, I think it highlights the effectiveness of integrating self-improvement into your overall lifestyle.
So it's not like a separate thing.
Exactly. It's not a chore. It's part of who you are.
Yeah, I like that.
And this author's week is a great example of how progress doesn't always require those huge, dramatic actions.
Right, it's the small steps.
Yeah, sometimes it's the accumulation of those small, consistent efforts combined with a mindful approach
Yeah.
to your own needs and rhythms.
So like honoring your own individuality.
Exactly. There's no one-size-fits-all approach.
Yeah, I like that.